Hey everybody, Ruin the Gaming Dad here from the Arc Trade Federation, and today the tribe is taking on the Forsaken Oasis Alpha Boss fight on Valguero official PVE, taking on the Dragon, the Manticore, and the Megapithecus all in one. So what do you need for the boss fight? So everybody going into the fight needs to be level 70 or higher. It's good because on the island, the Dragon, you need to be level 100, and you do get a lot of the same tech grams, which is great. Also, you need the Artifact of the Destroyer, the Artifact of the Brute, the Artifact of the Gatekeeper, and the Artifact of the Crag. And if you need to know where to get all of those artifacts, the links to those videos are in the description. All you need is Crystal Isles and Valguero, 2 maps, and you get it all done. Next, you're going to need 15 Aloe Brains, 15 RG Talons, 2 Gigahearts, 10 Sarco Skins, 10 Snake Venom, and 15 T-Rex Arms. Once you get all that, you get geared up, get your boss team ready. Let's get them to an obelisk and let's get it going. So we have our boss Rex team here with our Uranus. We got Max Money with us, one of our tribe mates, and Valeros with us. So Valeros and I will be using Ascended shotguns, and you see I've got about 200, just over 200 shotgun shells. Max Money's going to use a sniper rifle with a bunch of sniper bullets to get it done. One thing you will need to bring with you, or at least you don't have to, but it's highly recommended, is a gas mask, because the projectiles that the Manticore shoots can give you damage, even if you're on your mount. So we're all set up with our gas masks and our weapons, and we are heading into the boss fight. So our boss Rex team has been bred over time, so it does have a very high melee damage and high health, as well as our Uranus is pretty strong as well. There are many different ways that you can do this boss fight, and we'll get into those as we move along throughout the fight. So let's head in and see what happens. So as we jump on the Rex, you can see the first thing that we, I guess, don't do is send the Rexes out right away into the arena. So you have the Manticore and the Dragon flying around, and you really want to wait till the Dragon lands to send your boss team in for the kill. If you don't do that, you're going to end up fighting all 3 of them at one time. Once the Pteranodons start coming in to attack, if your boss team is on neutral, as it should be, they'll take care of them fairly quickly. Once you see those Pteranodons, that means that the Dragon is going to land pretty quickly. So Valeros is on charge of the Uranus and the boss team, and he's sending them out to go get her done. So the same with a dragon fight on the island. The dragon will do a fire breath damage, and that will cause you to lose 20% of your health on your mount. So it's recommended that if you are riding one of those mounts, you need to go off to the side of the dragon and get behind it. Because if you don't, what happens is you get that flame breath, kind of like I just did, and you can see the health on the top right of the screen there going down pretty hard. Once you kill the dragon, as we've done there pretty quickly, make sure you back away, because the dragon tends to fall, and if you get stuck underneath there, you're going to be stuck underneath there for quite some time. Hey, here's our hologram for the dragon. And now we're taking on the Megapithecus because it comes up right behind. So that's pretty much just send the team in and let them go. It's pretty simple. The Megapithecus should go down pretty quickly. It's actually one of the easier bosses in the game. So the Rex team goes in. As you can see, one of my tribe mates accidentally got stuck underneath the dragon, didn't get a chance to back out in time. So what you end up having to do there is dismount and find another Rex, but when you're in the middle of a boss fight, it can be kind of tough. So now that the Megapithecus is down, all we have to deal with is the Manticore. And the Manticore can be very frustrating because it tends to be in the air pretty much the entire time. So when it does land, like it is here, you've got to send in the team pretty quickly to do as much damage as you can before it gets up. So now that it's landed again, you can see my tribe mate tried to get off his mount to get to another one. Of course, the Manticore flew right to him. So we're going to try and protect him and get him back on his mount and get him out of there so he can join the fight again. So there's a couple different strategies you can use for this. We choose to use our boss Rex team. It's been bred over time and has very high damage, so it does a great job. Some people use the Dionicus, which is like the little raptors, and they can leech onto the Manticore, and even when it flies in the air, you can do a lot of damage. So that's one way to go. Some people use Spinos, and the Spinos get a buff from being in the water, and they do a lot more damage there. We choose to go to a different route. It ends up being a little easier because we already have the Boss Rex team, not to have to raise up another group of dinos, is to just dismount your dino and shoot with your ascended weapons while it's in the air. On the right, you'll see some of the tech unlocks as we kind of go through this fight. You get a lot of tech engrams from killing these 3 bosses, and you get 520 elements, so it's very lucrative. Great stuff to have. If you're bringing in primitive weapons, please make sure you bring multiples of that weapon in case your durability goes down, that it breaks the weapon if you're using it too much. So always be wary of that. One of the things that you don't get from the dragon on this fight that you do get from the dragon on the island or on Crystal Isles is the tech dedicated storage engram. You don't get that one from this fight, but other than that, it's very well worth it. So great boss fight to do. Pretty easy to get the stuff. So let's skip ahead here, and we'll go just towards the end of the boss fight here. So we've dismounted, we've basically blasted the Manticore to bits. The one thing you don't want to do is kill the Manticore while it's in the air. So you want to make sure the Manticore hits the ground. There is a high probability you will not get the element from the Manticore. And with 520 element total on the line, you don't want to miss any single piece of element that you can get. So, and we're going to mount up here, wait for that Manticore to land. It's stalking me pretty hard, you can tell here. We're going to land and send in the troops. And there it is. So that is the boss fight on Valguero. Success to us. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.